It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, roll with the marijuana. Waking up with the futures, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, we some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome all to the True Trading Group live stream. Hope you all had a fantastic week. We sure as hell did inside of True Trading Group. You had actually to wrap off and to wrap up and finish off the week in over a 50% gain on UPS puts and about a 25% gain on Snowflake puts as we were wrapping up the day inside of the True Trading Group chat room. So I'm going to recap the week for you guys. It's been a great week. Markets are at some really key important levels. There's a specific chart pattern on the daily that I do want to discuss with you guys. And let's start talking about some ideas for next week. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward. I began my career working at T3 Alpha Fund, my first job right out of college, where I had to first go through an educational training program before they let me touch even $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders from all over the world reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries. Now, for those that don't know, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university and professional level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures, covering all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and also even long-term investing. Something for everybody inside True Trading Group. You see, we take that university and professional level of curriculum and we combine it with today's top financial tools that give you more information, more data, that help you make better decisions, that increase your chances of success. The problem is the reason why most retail traders don't use these tools is because they're expensive. You're talking about $5,000 a year if you're to go to the companies directly that offer them. It's a lot of money. That's why we have spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their tools and products on our platform at no additional cost to you. Saves you around $5,000-$6,000 a year and also gives you access to some of the top tools in the industry. You also get access to our members, the most helpful, educated, supportive, and successful community of traders that you're ever going to find. Not to mention, you're going to get access to all the real-time trade alerts from myself and the moderators that collectively as a group have been able to maintain a win rate on all of our executions of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So if you are new, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Make sure you turn on your notifications. If you're ready to learn trading profit for real, you guys have come to the right place because I do this 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday, where myself, other TTD pro trading mods, and special guests will drop golden nuggets and give you free lessons, education, trade ideas that can help you all become better traders. So like I said, smash the like button, guys, subscribe, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. What a week. What a week. The week's behind us. It's now Friday. Hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend planned. I sure as hell do. I'm going to have a great time going out on the boat this weekend, going fishing, not golfing for once. So that's upsetting, but going fishing. So I'm going to have myself a good time. Congratulations to all of our members in your trading group for having what was a fantastic week. We had a great week inside chat, guys. Lots of really great trades. And what I want to talk about here is, obviously, we got all the CPI inflation data this week. We got some jobless claims data. We had more earnings that came out this week. And this was a pullback week in the markets, right? The markets are red this week. You've seen the pullback. Ever since that credit downgrade of the U.S. right there, that was the day after market, that Tuesday, it was Tuesday, August 1st, you got the credit downgrade from Fitch on the U.S. and the market's been pulling back ever since. And if you guys recall, we did a live stream on this day, August 1st, when the news came out. The news actually broke while I was live. I was doing a live stream right here on this YouTube channel, and while we were live, that news came out. And then I started to tell you guys that I believe that the market was going to head back down and we were going to get down to the low 440s. And that was the level of support that we had our eyes on. And the reason why we had our eyes on this level is very simple, guys, because of this resistance that you guys see here used to be this little flat top. Used to be this flat top resistance, and then we gapped above that level there in the early days of July, and then it became support, and now you pulled back down into that zone. And then what else do you have sitting there? You have the 50-day moving average sitting there as well, right? So now you have the 50-day moving average. That's this dark blue line. That's the dark blue line that, oh, my cursor is not actually lining up with where you guys see it. I'm not sure why that is. I'll make the adjustment. Right now, my cursor for me is on the dark blue line for you, which is on the teal blue line. So let me move it. So there you guys can see here. See this dark blue line that you see? That's the 50-day moving average. You see that 50-day moving average lines right up with that previous flat top resistance that we had. That's that level of support. Now, this is an extremely important level. The reason why this is an important level is because the market has been in a very clear, established, and defined uptrend since the month of May. And every time you've made a new consecutive 52-week high or high of this year, rather, every time you've made a new high, a higher low has been established to continue the trend, right? To continue the trend. Every single time that you've gotten it, you guys can see here, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And then now here would be another higher low. So it's pretty important for the health of this uptrend that the market actually bounces back and continues higher going into next week. Next week, you do not have a lot of major catalysts. You do not have really too many. You actually do have some earnings next week that are going to be pretty important, but you don't have any economic data. You've got the Fed minutes that are going to be released next week. The Fed minutes are going to be the minutes from the previous Fed meeting that we had when the Fed gave you that 25 basis point rate hike. So we're going to see how many members of the Fed really feel like they should raise rates again going forward, or how many of them think that rate hike at that previous July meeting, how many of them feel like that was it and that's enough. So we'll see if we get some indication there, and that might move the expectations of a rate hike. Excuse me, guys. of the rate hike going into the September meeting, that might have influence on that, because right now there's only a 10% probability of a rate hike at the September meeting. 10%, 10 to 15%. It fluctuates on any day between 10 and 15%, depending on, different pieces of economic data that you have that come out. So we're going to have to go through this this next week and see what those Fed minutes really have to say. From a technical standpoint, it looks to me as if this market is getting ready for a bounce. You had a nice little reversal candle kind of put in there today. And let me delete all the rest of this stuff so we can go back and just kind of laser in and focus in on this. So we got down to the support level. There it is. But when you take a look at the candle that's put in today, you see how you got this nice, beautiful bottoming tail that got put in down there here today. Nice bottoming tail. We got down there early. The market sold off. I'll take you to a 3-minute chart. We sold off early. We got right down into that support level. And then right away, the market's reversed off of that level and then really never got back down to flirt with it. You see, we never got back. This is that level. You never got back down to mess around with it. You kind of held above it. And if anything, the market started to really find support at a bit of a higher low. You can see the support level that stepped in there throughout the afternoon. And you can see buyers stepping themselves up throughout the course of the day. It seems like, every couple hours, the buyers kind of stepped up about 50 cents or so on the SPY to take you back up and close up at 446, which is yesterday's close, right? So that's where we're sitting at right now, right underneath yesterday's close at 446. But that leaves you with a nice reversal candle on the daily chart. Okay. Leaves you with a nice reversal candle. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in the markets. And it definitely feels like we're going to get a little bit of a technical bounce. And the way that I think we play this for next week is early in the week. And we'll go over this a lot more in detail, guys, on Sunday evening, Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to go live. I'm going to, give you guys my top trade ideas. So again, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. I'm going to go live Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to be talking about what are my top trade ideas for the week. So I'll give you guys individual stocks, entry prices, exit prices, what I'm looking at. But I think that we can look for a little bit of a bounce to start the week and get back up inside of this choppy consolidation and maybe get ourselves up to here and then start to pull ourselves back down again and just kind of trade within this range that we've been in. And that's kind of the way that I'm going to go into next week. It was a great week for us this week. Very clear downward direction this week. A lot of our top trades this week, which there were many of them, a lot of our top trades this week were all to the downside, right? It's like we're not going to try to fight the trend. The trend very clearly over the last 2 weeks has been to the downside. And that's where some of our better trades, that's where they were. Today, SMCI, a lot of members were able to capitalize on this. This is one of my top ideas for the day today was SMCI to give you follow through weakness after we had the big earnings gap down from, what was that, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday's big earnings gap down. And then today we were underneath that 50-day moving average, and we just caught that 50-day moving average and then just rolled over, sold off, broke the 260 support, and gave you more follow through to the downside. So congratulations, all of our members there on SMCI. Then you had UPS today as well. UPS today was about a 50% gain on UPS, and that was testing back against that 50-day moving average on the daily. Let me go and actually remove pre-market data for you guys so you can see this. There you go. See, now these setups start to become a lot more clear. Go back to SMCI. And this is a lesson that we covered here throughout the week, right? We talked about throughout the week a couple of different instances where this week we relied on the 50-day moving average to be an entry for us on shorts. So we've noticed that there's been a lot of stocks this week that have gapped underneath the 50-day moving average, and almost not every single one of them, but a lot of those stocks, when they get under the 50-day, were unable to get back above and then rolled back over and gave you really good follow through to the downside. SMCI is one of those examples today. You can see that dark blue line on my screen, and then you guys can see that dark blue line, that's the high of the day. The 50-day moving average is 372.93. The high of the day today was the 372. So you're talking about getting right into that 50-day moving average and then rolling yourself over, and that's SMCI. But then you go ahead and you take a look at UPS, which one of our other moderators, Shy She was all over that one today, UPS. So Shai, congrats if you're watching the stream. I doubt it. I think she said she's going out to the cabin this weekend to enjoy and rest up and relax. But then UPS, same thing here today. UPS gapped underneath that dark blue line. That dark blue line, again, that's your 50-day moving average. Right? There it is. There's that dark blue line, and there's that 50-day moving average. And the 50-day moving average is 179.14. Want to know what the high of the day is today? 179.03. 179.03. So again, another example where you push right up into that 50-day moving average, and then it rolls over and sells off. UPST, another one. UPST was a monster trade for us yesterday. You're talking about a 70% gain on put options for members on UPST. And again, this goes back to earnings. We gapped underneath the dark blue line. That's the 50-day moving average. And look, what's the high of the day? The 50-day moving average was 43.52. The high of the day is 44. So that's now another example. This is the third trade there now, just over the last 2 days, where you're talking about, or over the last 3 days, where you get underneath that 50-day moving average, you push up into it, can't get back above it, and then the stock rolls over and gives you a lot more follow through to the downside. These are some of the top trades that we were hitting this week inside of chat. And a lot of it's centered around that 50-day moving average. Now, earlier in the week, I did a live stream. I went over with you guys a couple of different lessons. You guys have been watching the channel. You guys have been on the live stream for at least the last week. You know that I went over a couple of different lessons that I felt would help people going into the end of the week with the CPI data and the PPI data that we got, the volatility that we were expecting after the CPI number came out yesterday. And yesterday was an extremely volatile day with that CPI data. And it was talking about the support levels, right? Resistance levels, proper stop loss placements, understanding volatility of individual stocks. And those are lessons that you could have implemented over the last 3 trading days. If you were with us on Monday and Tuesday when I went over those lessons, those are lessons that you guys could use in your trading. And these are just a handful of examples. I mean, we've got 9 other professional traders that are in chat. I'm only covering with you guys. These are just a couple of trades from 2 of the moderators, myself and one other, myself and Shai. But to kind of go over just a couple of these, let me just give you an example. Let me just kind of go over, let's recap these trades. And again, just a huge shout out and a big congratulations to members. It was a 70% gain on put options on UPST. And then you had just UPS, not to be confused with UPST. And that was entry and put options. The August 25th expiration, the $175 strike put was entered at 9:52 a.m. And that's an entry right there. So there is the entry on the put option. Okay. There's the entry on the put option. All right. Stop loss was 180. So there's your stop loss. There's the entry. There's the stop loss. So you stop loss never reach. And this stock rolls over and just continues to sell off and make new lows. And Shai starts ripping profits off the table as this thing just continues to sell itself off. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is still in a piece of the position. But you're talking about an entry on that at $1.60 a contract. Thanks to Shai, I got UPS. I bought at 27 cents and I sold on an average of $1.22. That's absolutely incredible. For Better Living, congratulations. Actually, it was 122. Oh, I'm sorry, 122.5. Wow, that's incredible. So in at 27 cents, out at $1.22. So congratulations. That's just an absolute monster trade. Now that's today's expiration. So that's going to be a hell of a lot more volatile. Shai went with August 25th expiration. It's a swing trade for her. She's going to be in that trade for a couple of days, but already took profits off 3 times today. Already took profits off, I believe, 3 times today. And you're talking about a 51% gain already, what is intended to be a swing. So in at $1.60 on the August 25th, 175 strike put, take profits at $2.42. That's good for 51% and still in the position. And it all goes back to what? That dark blue line on my screen, that 50-day moving average. Wait for the bounce back into it, grab put options or get short the stock, and then you get the rollover and the follow-through move to the downside. Right? So these are examples. So you're talking 51% here on UPS, 70% on UPST, both trades off the 50-day moving average. Congratulations to all my members. that had great weeks this week. And for those of you that just joined this week, I told you this was going to be a big week. When I tell people on these live streams that I'm like, hey, I anticipate a volatile week. I anticipate this is going to be a big week. I think we're going to kill it this week. I'm not saying that. I think some people think I say that just as like a sales tactic. It's not a sales tactic. I'm telling you that because I'm trying to prepare you for the trading action that I think that we're going to see. And that's based off of over 17 years of experience of doing this and seeing multiple different type of market environments, multiple trading catalysts, whether it's a piece of economic data, if it's earnings, if it's the Fed meeting, if it's inflation, if it's jobs, whatever, if it's a credit rating cut, whatever it is. I've seen these things all before throughout my over 17 years of doing this. And when I think volatility is going to pick up, and when I think we're about to get some really good trading opportunities, I tell you guys. And I want to just say congratulations to any person that joined True Trading Group here this week, because it sure was one hell of a week. And you guys could have capitalized on a handful of trades where you could have made your membership fee back. Thanks to TTG, starting with $200, I am averaging $130 a day. What could you do with an extra $500 per week? My boy Elvis, congratulations, man. I didn't know that. I know that you've been doing well and you've been having some success, but I did not know, Elvis, that you started with a $200 account and you're now averaging $130 a day. I did not. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Yep, an extra over $500 a week. Good for you, man. Good for you. All with a $200 account. And, this is what it comes down to. Anybody that's on this live stream, like people that are not members of True Trading Group, I really think that you guys have a very big misconception on what is really possible and what's really realistic in the markets because of either bad experiences that you've had in the past or a bunch of misleading and false, advertisements and marketing tactics that you see across, different social media outlets or other companies or other programs or chat rooms that are promoting their product. We don't spend a lot of money on advertising. These live streams are our advertisements as True Trading Group because our members are our advertisements. Word of mouth is how True Trading Group advertises because we believe strongly in the fact that if we have a good product and our product works and members have success, then members that have success are going to tell their friends, they're going to tell their family, they're going to tell their coworkers, they're going to tell complete strangers that you got to check out True Trading Group, that I started with $200 in my account. I'm now making $130 a week. You got to try True Trading Group. You got to check out True Trading Group. Our members are our marketing. Our members are our advertisements. And that's something that my business partner, Adam, and I always felt would be the case when we started True Trading Group was I'm not going to come on here and I'm not going to tell you that I've got some secret. Just because I worked on Wall Street doesn't mean that I have a secret indicator that nobody else knows about that I'm going to share with you. That's not why you should join True Trading Group. You should join True Trading Group because you're going to be led by 9 professional trading moderators all day, every day, telling you exactly what they're seeing, exactly what they're doing. You can follow their trades if you wish. But join True Trading Group so that you guys are going to get an actual real professional level of education. You're going to have access to $5,000 to $6,000 worth of some of the top tools in the industry that professional traders use on a daily basis to help them make better decisions. You're going to have access to all of these things for just over $1,000 for the entire year. That's why our members are successful. If you don't believe me, don't take my word for it. Listen to members themselves. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor. If you're a member, if you guys are making money and you're becoming better traders because of TTG, do me a favor, just type the number 1 inside of chat. Just type the number 1 if you're a member and you guys are making money and becoming better traders. Elvis says, I'm doing great. TTG has it all, man, from the education to the tools, mind blown. Yeah, that's awesome, Elvis. Congratulations, man. Great job. But go ahead, guys. Type the number 1 if you're members and you guys are making money. Now, anyone that's on here that's not a member of True Trading Group, my advice is just to pay attention to how many people type the number 1. These are your friends. These are your peers. These are your coworkers. These are your family members, guys. If they can do it, so can you. Every single person that's typing the number 1, they all have had all the same excuses. They say, oh, I've got a full-time job. I don't have enough time. I got a busy schedule. I can't do this. I got a small account. I only got a couple $100. This isn't for me. This guy used to work on Wall Street. He's probably got a really big account. I can't learn anything from him. It's the misconception that a lot of people have. Yes, I trade with a large account, but does that mean you can't learn anything from me? Absolutely not. That could not be any further from the truth. Do you need tens of thousands of dollars to get started in order for your time and something like True Trading to be worth it for you? Also a huge misconception. Absolutely not. I'll prove that to you too. I mean, you guys can see how many people are typing the number 1 in chat. These are your members of TTG that are 4th green week in a row. Thank you, TTG, says Rip City Trader. That's incredible. That's incredible. New goal reached. All green days for 2 consecutive weeks for RoboMutt. That's awesome. 2 weeks in a row without a red day. That is excellent trading, RoboMutt. Congrats. Gary Garcia, education here is second to none. New streak for me, which I'm extremely proud of. 11 straight green days. Way to go, Gary. That's impressive, brother. 11 straight green days. That is impressive, man. Congratulations, Gary. Great job, man. Wow. Surpassing milestones almost weekly, my boy Bruce. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what's real. This is what's real. This is the possibility. And, you know, you don't need tens of thousands of dollars. You saw Elvis started with $200, and he's not the only one. Guys, do me a favor. If you can, real quick, members, if you guys started with less than $1,000 in your trading account like Elvis did, can you, and now you're making money though, can you guys tell me what you started with in your account? Just like if you started with $500, $300, $700, if you started with less than $1,000 and now you guys are making money, do me a favor and just comment in chat how much you guys started with. These are just the misconceptions that I feel like people have. You know, they think that the only way for them to be successful in the markets or for something like True Trading to be worth their time is they need to have 25K in a trading account. It's not true. And if you don't believe me, just pay attention to some of the comments. 1,000, 400, 500, 300. These are members of True Trading Group, guys, that are telling you, hey, this is how much I started with. Now I'm making money. 975. Johnny, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. 500 for Bruce. Elvis, obviously you guys saw Elvis before, $200. That's what people start with. If that's all that you guys want to start with, no problem. You're going to open up a cash account and I'm going to teach you how to trade options. That's how we're going to grow your account if you're starting with just a couple $100. Canyon Ridge, $500. We will teach you how to trade options and you're going to use a cash account. And that's how we'll get traders that have smaller accounts. That's how we get them to start to get on their way. And you've seen we've had a lot of traders turn 3-digit accounts into 4, some even 5-figure accounts. It's possible, and the True Trading Group members that you see commenting are your proof of that. How many people are on the live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group? Just type the letters TTG. How many? Go ahead, guys. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, type the letters TTG. I need a second account at this point, says M. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, if you're not a member, go ahead, type the letters TTG. Go ahead and type the letters TTG if you guys are not a member. Omar. Nice. Omar, welcome. Omar, welcome, man. Well, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do for this live stream, I'm actually going to hey, there it is. Joe, what did I say? Huh? I called it. Listen, for those of you that are not members, and this is for anyone that's watching this live stream even after it airs, I just want to make sure that people do know that from last night, I have left over 5 laptops for the weekend. So anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, I just want to make sure that everybody knows the next 5 people that do join between now and Sunday at midnight will get a free laptop with their membership. And since I only have 5 left, I want to just kind of get that out of the way. And I want to make sure that you guys all know so that you all have a fair chance and a fair opportunity to grab one. If you guys want to join TTG, We've got a 51% discount that's good until Sunday at midnight. And then Sunday at midnight, the price goes up. So if you guys want to join TTG now, you can get a 51% discount. And if you're one of the next 5 people, it comes with a free laptop. The laptop is going to be, a Windows laptop. It's going to be their Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. You can use the trade with. You can give it to your kid for school. You can use it for work or sell the laptop on eBay and put the money back in your account. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It's your gift from us for joining the True Trading Group family. All you need to do is go to ttgoffer.com. Again, that's ttgoffer.com, and then use the coupon code TTG121. Now, when you go to ttgoffer.com, the price is going to say $2,212 for the year. But with the coupon code TTG121 that you must manually enter yourself, click apply code, the price will drop down to $1,080 for the entire year. That is 51% off. That's good until Sunday at midnight. The next 5 people get a free laptop. How do you know you're one of the 5 people? When you go to ttgoffer.com, if you see a laptop icon in the checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one of the laptops. There's only 5. That's not going to last us until Sunday. We'll try our best to get our hands on more laptops. We have not been able to get them for the last 3 days. So that's why there's only 5 of them left. Usually we at least, give away about 10, 15, or 20 laptops. We were not able to get more. There's only 5. So I do want to make sure that you guys are all aware of that. Everything that's on ttgoffer.com is included with your membership. There is no upsell, additional cost, or hidden fee for any of the things that are on that page. You get our 22-course curriculum, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. You guys can actually click on the link that Joe is going to post up in chat to see the full list of our syllabus. This, guys, you can see every single course topic that you're going to have access to. It's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. It's all available when you guys join for the 1080. There are no upsell. There's no VIP courses that cost more money after you guys join. Every single course is included when you guys do join the True Trading Group community. You also get our tools, Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, congressional trading data to track trades by Congress, insider trading to track trades by management teams. If you go to Benzinga on your own, that's $1,400 a year easy. It's included when you join True Trading Group for 1080 and everything else. Go to Benzinga on your own. Seriously, go check it out. Get Benzinga Pro, their congressional trading data, insider trades. Make sure you're getting the Squawk Box feature on the news feed. You're going to spend around $1,400 a year. You get access to all of those things as part of your membership to True Trading Group, and it only costs you $1,080. And you get access to everything else, all the courses, Quote Media's full book level 2, TradingView's premium charting software, which is like $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly. ETNA's simulator, a simulator from ETNA lets you trade stocks and options with fake money but real-time data, so you guys can practice implementing what you're learning. Various AI tools. Okay. We have a bunch of different AI tools that are AI trading assistants that we've implemented into our platform that are trained on our curriculum and on our education that helps you guys with coming up with trading strategies, helps you identify chart patterns, helps you analyze news and whether the sentiment is bullish or bearish. You guys can use all these different various AI tools. These AI tools, guys, are going to be are included with your membership. You guys don't have to pay anything extra for them. You also get unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data. This is very expensive data that if you guys pay, some of you may pay for on your own. It's all included in the 1080. You also get the trade ideas scanner that streams on our platform so you guys can see what are the hottest stocks for you to focus on, a proprietary scanner to create custom scans, a trading journal that tracks your trades, a social sentiment scanner to tell you what stocks are talked about most on social media. All of this is included for the 1080. There's a video library with over 600 hours of workshops. We publish watch lists every day for members that tell you exactly the stocks the moderators are focusing on with entry and exit prices, so you know exactly what we're going to do and where to focus before the day ever even begins. All you got to do is go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. Price drops down 51% off to 1080. That price is good till midnight on Sunday evening. And you guys, if you're one of the next 5 people, you get a laptop. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You're going to get a welcome email with instructions how to claim the laptop once you guys join. So be on the lookout for the welcome email. All right, be on the lookout for that welcome email. All right. Lastly, I also offer a double your money back guarantee. Now, I don't think that you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. It's there to hold us accountable. It's there to show you how much that I believe in the products that we have created. I believe so strongly in our platform and its ability to help you reach your goals that I'm willing to offer you double your money back. This is how it works. You join today, you pay $10.80. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group, and actually use the platform you're subscribing to. Don't log onto our website 10 times all year and be like, I didn't make any money. Use the platform, go through our courses, do the quizzes, attend the study group. If you are unable to make $1,080 back, that's your membership fee. If you cannot make that back at least one time during your membership, I'll give you back $2,160. That's the deal when you join True Trading Group. It's right there on the checkout page in black and white. Just check it out. Read it. Right there. If you have any questions, text us. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. 786-505-4049. Text us with any questions at all. 786-505-4049. Send us a text at that number if you guys have questions about anything. I can offer you double your money back, guys, because honestly, our refund rate at True Trading Group is right around 2.39%. If our refund rate was 10 or 15%, I would not be able to offer you double your money back. But since it's 2.39, I can. 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become or have gone on to become lifetime members of our platform. 78%. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with well over 2,200 reviews. This is why I can offer you double your money back. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to. Over 2,300 reviews actually now. Go read them. Read the 5 stars and read the 1 stars. Read them all. Then you make a decision for yourself. But then ask yourself how many other groups and programs are so confident in their platform's ability that they're going to offer a double your money back guarantee. And the prerequisite of the double your money back guarantee is based on your P&L. That's all you got to do. If you do not make 1080 back at least one time during your membership and you went through the courses, you passed our quizzes, you attended a study group, I'll give you back $2,160. That means our platform failed you. That means True Trading Group failed you. It didn't work. And since it didn't work, we stand behind the product and we'll give you double your money back. And you can keep the laptop. If you're one of the next 5 people that join, you guys can keep the laptop. You don't have to send it back to us or anything. It's yours. All right. I see we have some people commenting. God, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. AMC down 23%. Oh, man. Dilution approved for the ape shares. Ape shares moving to the upside. Ape shares up 23%. AMC shares down 23%. Unbelievable, man. I got to tell you guys, I got to be honest with you. Wow, that's a fresh new low. That is a fresh new low. That's a fresh new low. Oh, my God. So listen, as bad as I feel for so many retail traders and investors that got their absolute heads taken off on AMC, this is the entire reason why True Trading Group exists in the first place. True Trading Group exists so that the average retail trader and investor stops getting taken advantage of and stops being lied to by people that either knowingly and willingly lie to you, or literally do have no effing clue what they're talking about and unknowingly lie to you. I've never in my entire career seen, when it comes to AMC and like some of those other meme stocks, but really AMC, never in my life have I seen a situation where there were so many people that had such loud voices that so clearly and obviously had no clue what they were talking about. Let me tell you something. If I don't know about something, if I don't know a topic, I'm not going to talk about it. But you had hundreds, thousands of people that were so loud and had no idea what they were talking about. Blows my mind. And I feel terrible that anybody that's on this live stream that's still long AMC, but you know what? At the same time, I don't feel that bad, because if you've been on this live stream, I've been telling you since AMC was at $60 to sell it. And you want to know what happened when I told everybody to sell the stock? I got told on this live stream, this is 2021. 2021, when it was in the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, I said, sell AMC. And I had people that just discovered options trading a year and a half ago at the time tell me that I had no idea what I was talking about. Really? I've been doing this for almost 18 years. Worked at a hedge fund. You opened up a Robinhood account a year and a half ago. You think that you know more about this than I do? It's insane. People don't want to believe. They just want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want the truth. People don't actually want the truth. They don't actually want information that's going to actually help them make better decisions. Nope. They just want to be told what they want to hear so they can feel better about their decisions. Well, now that you're down 90% on your position, how do you feel about your decisions? This isn't a game. This is real life. This is your money. This is your financial livelihood. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't gamble I don't play games with my financial livelihood. I take my financial livelihood extremely serious. And if you do too, then great. True Trading Group is a great fit for you. But if all you want to do is fart around on social media and buy YOLO options and look for the next mother of all short squeeze, then True Trading Group is not for you. Go hang out in the depths and dungeons of Reddit and Discord and Twitter and surround yourself with people that have no idea what they're talking about, but will all tell you exactly what you want to hear while you lose all of your money. But at least everyone tells you what you want to hear. At least you feel better about losing all that money. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'll tell you what you don't want to hear, but what I think is going to help you make a better decision. That's what I'm going to tell you. I don't sugarcoat anything. You know, literally my business partner, Adam, at the time, he didn't want me to tell people to talk about AMC. He's like, bro, everyone's going to attack you. I'm like, I don't care. They're going to attack me all they want now. But in 3, 6, a year from now, they're all going to look back and be like, shit, that guy was right. And now here we are. The stock's at $3.60. New low of the year. It's terrible. It's terrible. I feel bad for the people that are still in this thing. But at the same time, you chose this. You chose the people you wanted to listen to. You decided you want to listen to someone that has no professional experience whatsoever instead of listening to someone that's worked on Wall Street and has done this for nearly 18 years. You could have decided to listen to somebody else that has a different background, that has a different level of education and a different level of experience. But no, you wanted to follow the people that had a lot of followers on Reddit or YouTube that have zero professional experience whatsoever. You chose to listen to those people. If you don't feel well, are you going to listen to your friend that just goes on WebMD and then tells you what's wrong with you? Or are you going to listen to the doctor that tells you that it's something completely different? Who are you going to listen to? Sometimes you just got to say, you made your bed, now you got to sleep in it. Can't believe the stock is at $3.65. That's so pathetic. Absolutely disgusting. And Adam Aaron, you're a joke. You are a joke. Adam Aaron, you are a joke. He doesn't care. He does not care at all that I'm calling him a joke. He really doesn't even know I exist, nor does he care that I exist. But just terrible. So basically what the news is, guys, the ape shares are going to be converted. The dilution was approved. So AMC gets diluted, ape shares converted into AMC shares, and that's why AMC is down and ape is up. So that's the reason why that's happening. You know, he'll go to sleep on his bed made of $100 bills tonight. Adam Aaron will. Trust me, he'll be good. He'll be good. Yeah, I'll say that. I agree with you, Fib Minachi. He's like, I will say AMC did bring me to TTG live streams eventually, so I'm very thankful for that. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I'm thankful that GME and AMC happened because it brought millions and millions of people into the stock market. Many of them have left because they've all gotten their heads taken off and they think that the market's a scam. When the market's not a scam, you just fell for the biggest, story tell of all time. Oh, there's all these phantom ghost short shares, and you guys fell for the biggest story of all. All these shares. I remember I read somewhere shares in Panama or hell, I have no idea what these people are talking about. But I'm happy that many people got interested in the stock market, because the ones that have stuck around throughout GME and AMC have had the greatest opportunity when you're talking about long-term portfolio investments in 2020 and then in 2022, right? I know AMC and GME was kind of after 2020, but then you have 2022 was one of the greatest long-term portfolio opportunities that we've seen in quite a while. And the markets are down over 30% in 1 year. You don't see that often. And you got that in 2022. And it was a great chance. It's a great chance to be adding to the position, to your portfolio. And that's exactly what we did. And, to have that many people come into the markets is a blessing. I'm sad. I think it's unfortunate that many people got really bamboozled and that many people, had the hood pulled over their head. I really am. It's really unfortunate. I do feel for those people, and I feel sorry. But if you're still here, because I'll tell you what, a lot of people didn't survive it. You're all still here, right? You're all still on this live stream. You have a lot of people that lost so much money in AMC that they're not here anymore. They're not in the stock market. They don't have a brokerage account anymore. Right? There's a lot of people. You guys made it. Now, whether you there it is. That's pretty good, Joe. Now, whether you made money in AMC or lost money in AMC or believed the lies or didn't believe the lie, whatever, regardless of whatever happened, you're still here, and therefore you've already won half the battle. Maybe you got caught holding the bag and diamond handing AMC, but maybe you took the advice of True Trading Group and you looked at something like NVIDIA, right? And that offsets it. We hope, right? That's the goal. Guys, my goal with True Trading Group is help empower the retail trader and investor, because there is nowhere for them to get real information that can actually help them make real decisions, and actionable information is what I call it. There's just a bunch of nonsense and garbage. And that nonsense and garbage leads to people still owning AMC in their portfolio. People that are still waiting for a short squeeze. It's nuts. Folks, this was the short squeeze. That was the short squeeze. And I told everybody on a live stream, I go, guys, that is a short squeeze. They're like, no. The shorts haven't even covered yet. I go, okay. So you think that just pure buying pressure took the stock from 10 to 70. That wasn't a short squeeze. That was just people buying. Nobody covered their short position. It went from 10 to 70. Really? I just want I hope that just delist AMC so I never have to hear about this ticker symbol ever again. But anyway, guys, I don't want to harp on that for too long. I'm passionate about this stuff. And it bothers me when I see innocent people get taken advantage of and lose their hard-earned money, and then they have a bad taste in their mouth about the stock market as a whole. Because the stock market is the greatest wealth building opportunity of your life. And did you know that I think only like 51% of Americans own stocks? Do you know how insane that is? I think it's a little bit more than 50% of Americans own stocks. That is heartbreaking to me when I think about that. It's heartbreaking. And this is why True Trading Group exists. So, I don't have really too much else that I want to go over with you guys. I'm going to go over my top trade ideas for the week on Sunday. Does anybody have any questions for me? If you guys have any questions, I'll take maybe like 2 or 3 questions on anything, individual stocks, trading in general, and then we'll break for the weekend. And then I'm getting in the car, I'm driving down the shore, and I'm going fishing tomorrow. So if you guys have any questions, fire away. Tell me what you guys, what's on your mind. Ask me whatever you guys think. Johnny Farmer, I know, brother. It's okay, though, man. You're in the right place. And Johnny Farmer, I'll tell you this, bro. And Johnny Farmer, I mean this sincerely, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, because I know you're only like 18 years old. Johnny just became a member of True Trading Group. We did a $1,000 giveaway. Okay. We did a $1,000 giveaway, and Johnny Farmer won. At the time, Johnny Farmer was a trial member. And instead of taking the $1,000, we gave him an option. We said, listen, we can either give you $1,000 or we'll give you a free membership. The membership was $1080, right? So he was like, yo, I'd rather have the free membership. Great. Gave him a membership to True Trading Group. And when I will tell you this, Johnny, as much as I know it sucks that you lost $10,000 in AMC, the fact that you are this young and you are now part of a group of traders and a community that is led by true professionals and has true professionals in it as members as well. And just a community of amazing traders and amazing people from all over the world. You are going to look back on your life when you are 25 years old, when you are 35 years old, when you are 45 years old, and you are going to be the happiest person on the face of the earth that you lost $10,000 in AMC. Because the $10,000 that you lost in AMC is what got you into the market in the first place at such a young age. And you caught the bug. You caught the bug. You decided to get more educated, to get more familiar with the material. And you're going to look back in your 30s and 40s, and that $10,000 that you lost in AMC, it's going to now be millions of dollars. I'm not being sarcastic. It's going to be millions of dollars. You getting started at 18 years old, even if you are putting away just a couple $100, by the time you are retired, my friend, you are going to have an account with 7 figures in it. That is not an exaggeration. That is pure fact, and that is pure math. Go back and look at the compounding interest and compounding gains of investing your money over the course of 30 years. Even if you're just doing a few $100s a month. So I know it sucks to lose 10 grand. Consider that your entry ticket. I mean that genuinely, bro. And I commend you. I really do. 18 years old. God, you know what I was doing when I was 18 years old? Not this. Making terrible decisions while trying to be a college athlete, making terrible decisions. Or maybe they're good. Maybe they were good decisions. I guess every decision I've made has led me to where I am today, right? Every decision I've made, the good ones and the bad ones, have led me right to where I am today. It's exactly where I'm supposed to be today. And I guess for that, I have to be grateful. And I can't regret any decisions that I have made, because they've all led me to where I am today. And Johnny, that's what I would say to you, bro. Don't regret anything that you did with AMC because you lost 10 grand, because it got you to where you are today. And the decision you made to join True Trading Group is going to get you to where you're going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now. And that, my friend, is a place and a destination that you are going to be happy that you are at. All right. So props to you. All right, guys, any questions? I'll take maybe 1 or 2 questions and then we'll call it. No questions? What's a credit event? Do you think the U.S. is at risk of one? No. So a credit event is when credit becomes very difficult to come by. So a credit event could happen if there's a major failure in the banking system. This was what people were worried about when First Republic failed, when Silicon Valley Bank failed. When those banks failed, everybody was worried about a credit crunch. So credit event, credit crunch, whatever you want to call it. And basically what that means is that it's a lot harder for consumers to get credit. It's harder to get a car loan. It's harder to get a mortgage. It's harder to get a business loan. It's harder to get money. Banks are not lending as easily as they were prior because of whatever is happening, whatever the financial conditions of whatever at that moment, whatever the catalyst of it was. But the catalyst is really irrelevant. It'll cause the banks to really buckle up, batten down the hatches, and it becomes difficult for people to get credit. You also have a situation where sometimes we have defaults. And credit default spreads really start to widen. And that means when the credit default spreads widen, that means that the risk of default is rising. And that's a very bad sign. So when that's actually how you can bet against something. So actually the traders that actually made billions of dollars betting against the housing market, those were credit default swaps, where they were it's a very advanced instrument that the average retail trader does not have access to. You have to go to a large investment bank in order to even take a counterparty on that, because somebody else has to take the other side of that trade. So you can't even you can't do this through E-Trade. You're going to have to go to Morgan Stanley. You got to go to Goldman Sachs, and you've got to be a big player in order to even make a trade like that. But you're basically betting on the default of either an entity or, an individual company, where you're saying, I think that they are not going to be able to meet their debt obligations. They're not going to be able to repay back their debt, and they're going to default, right? So there's different ways that you can make money from it. Most of it is more advanced and complex derivatives and a market and securities and products that the average retail investor doesn't have access to, just to be completely honest with you guys. But that's a credit event, right? Credit events are usually tied to recessions. What's the best indicator for spotting swing trades? I don't think there is one. And Mark, I'm not sure if you're a member or not, but as a member of TTG, you'll learn that I do not put any precedent on one indicator versus another, because there is not one indicator that's better than all the rest. There's not one indicator that gives a correct signal more than the others. Some indicators will work perfectly for one stock on a certain day, and another stock and another day, it'll be completely irrelevant. The way that I use technical indicators is that I use multiple indicators to give me one signal, because the more indicators that are converging together, the greater chance you have of the trade working out. You'll never see me buy a stock just because the Bollinger Band says so. You'll never see me buy a stock just because the MACD says so. It's always going to be a combination of 3 or 4 different indicators that are giving me the same signal. So I don't think that there's one indicator that's best for swing trading. For me, when it comes to swing trades, I use MACD, I use RSI, I use obviously my support and resistance zones on my charts. I use volume, I use Fibonacci levels. Obviously, the major moving averages, 50-day, 100-day, 200-day. You can use the 20-day also. If 20 days is another common one. I use combinations of all these things to give me the best signals. I hope that makes sense. Mike, I want to know if you think hedge funds start to de-risk going into next year. I just can't believe inflation doesn't smoke earnings soon. That's a good question, Rhino. I'm actually really, really, really interested to see what happens actually if hedge funds start to de-risk again, because hedge funds just chased. And I do think you can see some de-risking going in towards the end of the year, but okay. So here, let me explain why I'm kind of like, let me explain why. This move that you have seen in the market. Okay. I'll just show it to you guys. This move. Okay. What this move was, without any question of a doubt, is what we call chasing performance. What that means in the hedge fund world is a hedge fund manager is caught off sides. Caught off sides means they're not positioned the right way. They're positioned for the opposite move. When a hedge fund manager realizes that they are wrong, most hedge funds are too big. They can't just turn the switch like in one day. It takes them time to sell down positions and then reallocate capital to other positions. You're talking about hundreds of millions or tens of billions or even hundreds of billions, depending on the hedge fund, of dollars that need to be sold in one place and then bought and allocated in another. That process takes time. And when you came into 2023, we had the biggest defensive positioning in the hedge fund industry that we've seen in over 2 decades. What does that mean by defensive positioning? This defensive positioning means that it means your cash position. So like if a hedge fund is, usually hedge funds will never be 100% invested. There's always a 5% or something, or 5 to 10% cash buffer, where 5%, where they can do things with. They always have some cash on hand, and then it becomes a matter of if they want to do something, they'll take profit off from somewhere and they move capital to somewhere else. But coming into 2023, hedge funds had a much higher percentage of cash than they normally do. You also had, coming into 2023, the most hedge positions that they normally will see. Hedge funds, the true original meaning of a hedge fund is supposed to be a hedge, right? So it's like if you're invested long in the markets, the idea was you would hedge the position by being in a hedge fund, right? Because in case things go south, you can offset your long investments. That was the true but hedge fund, that's no longer the case. Okay, they still use the term hedge fund, but hedge funds are not actually I mean, some are straight hedges, but the majority of hedge funds right now are just for-profit generate hedge funds. They're not meant to just to be a hedge against the market like the original intent was supposed to be. Now it's just, hey, I'm a great investor. Give me all of your money and I'll make you money. However means necessary that they do that, they do that. So what happened coming into 2023 is hedge funds actually had a lot of hedges where they were either short on futures contracts, or they were in put options, or they were in defensive stocks rather than technology stocks. There was a very, very large underweighting in technology stocks coming into 2023 because everybody anticipated a recession in 2023 and everybody anticipated a downward move in the markets. So once we got to and then the banking crisis happened. When the banking crisis happened, when Silicon Valley went under, it was like flashing green light for recession. Even the most bullish analyst on Wall Street said, yeah, this really isn't good. Even Tom Lee from Fundstrat is extremely bullish. And he was at the beginning of this year, he was saying, yeah, I think we're going to go to all-time highs. The banking crisis happened, and he's like, yeah, this is not good. I actually need to change my thesis. I got to change my price target for the SPY. But then the banking crisis came, and the banking crisis went, and the economy still held. And when the economy still held, then you had the Fed meeting in May. The inflation data started. This is when inflation started to come down, right? This is when you first started to see under expectation inflation data. The Fed comes out, raises rates, but gives a little bit more of a dovish tone, talking about the economy. The jobs market still holds up. Unemployment went down to 3.6. Then it went down to 3.5. And hedge funds at this point in time realized, shit, it's May. Now it's June, and you still have 3.6% unemployment. Inflation's coming down faster than we had anticipated. The jobs market is still held up, and we just survived another round of earnings, and the banking crisis was not contagious. We are not having a recession in 2023. That realization came at the very end of May. And all of those hedge funds that had more cash than normal and had hedges had to readjust their positioning quickly. And when that happened, you got that rally in the stock market that lasted 2 months, June and July. That's how long it took for hedge funds to get the cash they had on the sidelines into the market, and they had to get off their short positions. And then that's what helped propel the markets to the new highs. Now, you go in towards the end of the year, and there's a lot of headwinds coming up on this market. You've got student loan payments are starting back up in September. What's that going to do to the consumer? That's $380 a month, I think, is the average student loan payment. So call it between $300 and $400. That's $300 to $400 a month that the consumer does not have any more to spend. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of discretionary spending. That's two nights out to dinner, right? That's a sporting event. That's a concert, right? Like, these are things that the consumer is not going to be. That's an extra $300 that's not going to be spent on Amazon. That's an extra $400 that's not going to be spent at Nike or Lululemon or Home Depot. It's going to be spent on paying back their student loan. What else do you have? So now you have the student loan payment that starts to get paid back. But what else is there? Well, now my auto loan, my car payment is significantly higher. 2-3 years ago, your interest was $50 or $60 a month. Now it's $200 just on interest. $200 to $250. Anybody that's on the live stream that works in the car business, you guys know what happened with interest rates and how much interest now factors into a lease payment. You guys know how all the lease programs work. Anyone that's in the car business, a car that used to cost $500 a month now costs $750 for the exact same car. All your rent prices have gone up. If you were paying $2,500 a month in rent, now you're paying $3,000, $3,200. And on top of all that, you have interest on your credit card debt is also higher. So now the rollover interest on your credit card is higher. And by the way, now you got to start paying back your student loan. That's going to be tough for the consumer. That's going to be real tough for the consumer. What does that do towards the end of the year? It's going to be tough to tell because you have the COVID savings is due to run out in October. Student loan payments start back up in September. So you might get to like October, November, and the consumer might really start to slow down, but then it's the holidays. And people spend money during the holidays. So it might be tough to see that weakness until you get into next year. Because once you get into next year and the holidays are gone, once the holidays are over, you might have the consumer really tighten up. And maybe the recession comes next year. So, Rhino, it's a great question. I don't know if you're going to see that de-risk from hedge funds this year because they just chased back in. You might see the market hold up going into the end of the year, and then maybe it starts to pull back really early in the first quarter of next year. That's certainly a possibility. We have to keep our eyes on, hey, is inflation back at 2%? Is unemployment still underneath 4%? Because if unemployment stays underneath 4%, then the market's not really going to pull back that much. But if you start to see unemployment go to 4, 4.2, 4.4, then yeah, market's pulling back. We got to welcome Jamie. Jamie just came back home. Jamie used to be a member of True Trading Group, is now coming back home. Everybody welcome Jamie, newest member of the group. So Jamie was once a member. Jamie has now come back home to True Trading Group. So everybody welcome Jamie. That means, though, we're down to 4 of those laptops, guys. 4 laptops now remain. That's it. 4 laptops remain. These aren't going to last till Sunday. Go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price drops to 1080. See a laptop, you're getting one. That's how you know you're getting one. There's only 4 of them left. And if you have any questions, text us, 786-505-4049. Guys, that does it for me. All right, I'm going to go enjoy the weekend. You guys, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Be back here Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to go live. I'm going to give you guys some of my top trade ideas for the week. And we will go after it then. All right. So if you guys are not interested in membership, you can sign up the live stream. Make sure you subscribe before you go. If you are interested, let me actually show you guys the platform so you can see what the 1080 is going to get you, because it is an all-inclusive membership. You get all our courses and tools. This is our chat room. Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live in the mic. We're calling out trades in real time. We're answering questions. We're with you from pre-market till after hours. We're not gone after an hour and you're left to fend for yourself. You also get the mobile app. Let you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when the moderators enter and exit trades. This way, you never miss anything, even if you're not in front of your computer. You also get 2 private study groups with our mods to speed up your learning curve. Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live breaking news inside of chat, congressional trading data to track trades by Congress, insider trading to track trades by management, Trading Views premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform for you guys to use, a simulator to practice trading with fake money but real-time data, our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. You got dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. It's all included in the 1080. It doesn't cost you another $1. You got a trading journal to track your trades, a social sentiment scanner to tell you what's being talked about most on social media. And then you've got analyst ratings on any stock that you are interested in, a watch list every day from the mods with entry and exit prices, and then the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, and futures. It's all included for the 1080. There is no upsell for additional special VIP secret courses. They're all included for the 1080. You got a video library with over 600 hours of workshops, and you can start attending these workshops live once you become a full-time member. Folks, I cannot guarantee, as much as I would love to, that you'll be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee is if you join now, pay 1080, go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend the study group, and actually use our platform, if you do not make the 1080 back at least one time, we'll give you back double your money, $2,160. That I can guarantee, because our refund rate's only 2.39%. 78% of our members renew or have gone on to become full-time lifetime members of True Trading Group. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with well over 2,300 reviews. Go check them out. Thanks for joining me today, folks. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. I'm going fishing. I will see you guys all Sunday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Do not forget about it. Set your reminders now. I'll see you guys then. Have a great weekend.